Samhain is a pagan religious festival originating from an ancient Celtic spiritual tradition. Samhain translates to summer's end and is usually celebrated from October the 31st to November the 1st to welcome the harvest and acknowledge and greet the dark half of the year. In Celtic Ireland around 2000 years ago, Samhain was the division of the year between the lighter half of summer and the darker half of winter. It is a spiritual new year for Druids and pagans, a time for reflecting on what has been and envisioning what will be, and a time to remember our ancestors, since during this time the veil between the realms of the living and the realms of the dead is believed to be thinnest. Across these 3 nights and days, the world of the supernatural was believed to be more visible than at any other time period. This is a time when the line between our worlds was essentially blurred. Fae, spirits and sprites would be up to tricks and trouble. Spirits and the ghosts of the dead were also thought to roam the earth. Crops and animals would be sacrificed, offerings would be left out, and huge protective bonfires built and burned to appease deities and mischievous spirits during this time. Ancestors were honoured and welcomed into the home with especially prepared food and offerings, while any spirits regarded as harmful or malevolent were warded away. People would wear costumes and masks to disguise themselves, so any spirits with harmful intentions would not recognise them. This is the festival that celebrates the time of year when summer goes to rest. Pagan practice is based on the wheel of the year, which is divided into 2 halves, light and dark. Samhain, the fire festival, marks the beginning of the dark half of the year and is situated between the autumn equinox and the winter solstice, marking the end of summer and the harvest that comes with it, as well as the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time for rest and reflection. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III named November the 1st as a time to honour All Saints, and All Saints' Day would come to adopt many of the traditions of Samhain, such as the wearing of costumes. The evening before was known as All Hallows' Eve, and later Halloween. The Irish carried their Halloween traditions to America, where today it is one of the major holidays of the year, though other traditions have blended into Halloween, for example, the American harvest time tradition of carving pumpkins. Over time, Halloween evolved into a day of activities like trick-or-treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes and eating sweet treats. But Samhain, with its emphasis on the supernatural, is unmistakably pagan. Many people believe that Samhain has dark and demonic roots. Often misunderstood, pagans and druids were considered to be evil worshippers of devilish or demonic gods and spirits, and the Celtic underworld became identified with the Christian hell. The misconception was largely due to a British amateur historian who first visited Ireland in 1762, known as Charles Vallancey. Vallancey claimed that linguists had mistranslated the word Samhain. Instead of meaning summer's end, he argued it actually referred to a Celtic god, alternately named Balsab, Bal meaning lord and Sab meaning death. His writings perpetuated the myth that the Celts celebrated a demonic god, Lord Samhain, with burnt human sacrifices and other barbaric rituals. Today, Halloween has become a holiday or masquerade like Mardi Gras, but many of the original traditions of Samhain still persist. There will be several videos coming on this channel throughout October.
Today's rain didn't stop families and kids from getting their fill of Halloween candy. Embrace Church on Washington Avenue in Evansville held a trick-or-treating event tonight. Most of the event was held indoors, but there were games, food trucks, a petting zoo, and other family activities. Kids could also walk around and, of course, get their share of that Halloween candy. This is the second year the church has hosted the Halloween event.
We started this last year and we're surprised with the success, so we thought, why not do it again? It's a beautiful opportunity to invite our community in. And so giving out candy and having some costumes is just an easy way for us to say we care about you.
The church's next big event will be on Christmas Eve.
It's still warm on the South Plains. Fall festivities are in full swing ahead of Halloween. Wolfworth Methodist Church hosted a fall festival this afternoon for kids and families. It included trunk-or-treating, bouncy houses, games, food, and a cakewalk.
Good. How are you guys go to church here? Yes. Oh, good. Wonderful. Okay. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, there's the same one I met last year.
I saw that.
Hey, you guys go to church here?
Actually, one of the pastors here.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pastor Lynn.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This is my husband Ron.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pastor. Nice to meet you.
Trick or treat. Help yourself.
Hey, do you know who this is, William?
Oh, sorry.
You know who this is?
All right.
I'm trying to get my candy.
Okay, dear. Help me.
That was the best one. Hey, you guys go to church here? Ah, this looks really unusual.
It does.
Looks like death. Let's celebrate it. What do you think Jesus would think about this?
Well, I think Jesus would think that you're just doing fine.
Wow, he must have changed his way out of the Bible. Hello, you go to church here too?
Nope, I'm
Good.
visiting from Michigan.
One normal person. I expect that out of the world. She wins the contest. You go to church here? Oh, and what do you do here in the church?
I work with the children here at the church.
Oh, wonderful. Look at that. Oh, look at that. How, yeah. What do you think Jesus would think about this?
What do I think Jesus would think about
Yeah.
this? That we're out here having fun.
Oh, okay. Do you know what Halloween really stands for? Death. What does Jesus stand for?
Life.
Right. So why would the Bible says, "Come out from among them and separate yourself. Touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you to myself." That's what the scriptures say. Okay. So I just wanted to know. I'm very interested to see how the church has gone. The way the church has gone when Jesus rebuked them in the last days about the lukewarm church. He said, "You have the hot or cold or lukewarm, I'll spew you out of my mouth." Now I'm not judging nothing. I'm doing a survey in the churches. The other church around the corner, they got a pumpkin patch going on. So
We're having a good time.
okay, have a good time.
Just like the other people take Christmas and turn it into Santa Claus, we're taking Halloween and turning it into...
Bye. Other people are the world, though, not Christian. There's a remnant that hasn't bowed their knee to Baal. Do you know that? And there's a way that seems right to the man, that the end it brings forth death. Do you know that?
Yes,
Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. What you're doing is not a follower of Christian. Barack Obama says he's a Christian, but he's far from a Christian. You know my disciples by their fruits. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, neither can a bad tree produce good fruit. So the fruit you're producing is bad fruit. So you got to check your Christian walk.
All right.
Oh, that's just the Bible, man. No, it's the Bible. That's the
I
Word.
understand what you're saying.
And Jesus' Word is alive, and it's a double-edged sword. And I'm here because I love you, and I want to see my... It says the blind lead the blind right into the ditch. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Hi, you go to church here too?
I do.
Oh wow. What do you think?
Long time.
You think Jesus likes this?
Loves it.
Oh yeah. That's not the Jesus I know, but have a good time.
You too. Have a good time.
Hi, do you go to church here?
Pardon?
You guys go to church here?
Yes.
Okay.